What is going on, guys? I'm Tubby Emu here, Over the Limit coverage, leading into the pay-per-view on May 20th. Now, we learned something a little bit surprising. You have John Laurinaitis, who is going to go up against Super Cena. Was I the only one who was shocked by this? You know, the WWE has been going through some changes as of late to more rogue scripting, more of the night, to try to prevent spoilers and things from, affecting and people knowing what's going to happen. And to me, it's a good thing in a way, but at the same time, this is just really dumb. You have Brock Lesnar, who has signed a limited contract, so he's not going to be there every week, so they do have to come up with ways to get him out of the picture. I fully agree with that. That's what they have to do. My problem is two things happen at the pay-per-view that, the dirt sheets or the rumors were saying that weren't supposed to happen. One, John Cena was supposed to beat Brock Lesnar, but he was supposed to get beat down so bad he had to get taken out on a stretcher, not drop the promo he did. And a lot of us legitimately thought he was going to be gone for a while. But then he came back. And then he gets attacked by John Laurinaitis and Lord Tensai. And, John says, "Here's your opponent for Over the Limit." Lord Tensai comes out. John Laurinaitis hits him in the back of the head and says, "It's me." And people went, "What? Why would John Laurinaitis face him?" I think it'll all end up leading to John Laurinaitis eventually getting fired or removed from TV or whatever's going to happen. You still have to think that most likely it's going to be some sort of handicap, some sort of no disqualification. That way Lord Tensai can get involved. Because let's be honest, they're not going to finish a pay-per-view on John Cena versus John Laurinaitis. They're not going to do it. And I can tell you right now that will not happen. If it does, I would be really shocked. Honestly, John Cena tends to go on last match of the night. I hope to God this match is not the last one of the night. I hope the last one is Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk, and we get a huge wrestling main event. To me, you have to fill John Cena up with something, I guess. He's coming off a win against Brock Lesnar. The storyline was supposed to go CM Punk versus Lord Tensai, and that didn't happen. That got pushed back. Lord Tensai is one of John Laurinaitis' henchmen, so to speak, and you have Samakoto, who is, the guy that walks around with him. I think it is kind of a force for John Cena to try to beat all three guys, and I think this is, more of his task to redemption, to get back into the, I don't want to say main picture event, because he's always been in the main event, but in kind of a way to revenge his loss against The Rock, to potentially lead up to either a rematch or, some sort of feud against a high-willed opponent, instead of like what he did last year, like when he went up against R-Truth and, matches, The Miz, that he never should have lost in the first place. I think it is to set him up to face for something bigger and better. And to do that, he's going to have to obviously beat John Laurinaitis now. Is John Laurinaitis going to eventually, no longer going to be the GM of Raw and SmackDown? Is Eve going to try to go for his job after him interfering with talent? WWE.com did post a story about Eve Torres wanting to take Johnny Ace's job, or is that what she's after? And I think that's a definite possibility. I hate to say it, but have liked Eve in the role. And instead of, this is John Laurinaitis, I can't even do it. I don't even want to do it. But it's funny to see John Laurinaitis do that, to me. He comes out in the character, and he's so bad, people love it. It's just, he acts, just the way he messes everything up is absolutely hilarious. And to me, I think when you break it down and you think about what could possibly happen, obviously Lord Tensai is probably going to get involved. Maybe you see his other henchmen come out, and maybe it's like a Jacob Cass storyline from WWE 12 where John Cena has to go up against all these guys from the WCW and WO days. And to me, I think the perfect thing that could happen is John Laurinaitis goes out there, loses, gets fired. To me, I just want Johnny Ace gone. Programming has got a little better, but I can't quote that to him. It's the writing has got a tad bit better. We actually have feuds. We don't have matches put together 2 weeks before a pay-per-view. Granted, that is because it's right after WrestleMania, and a lot of the feuds are holdovers. But this one, it just seems like it came out of left field. It seemed like the WWE was just doing something to fill the time with Super Cena. I didn't want to see John Laurinaitis versus John Cena, but it's going to happen. I want to know what you guys think. What do you think about this feud? Not who's going to win, but did you guys think it just came out of nowhere? Or do you think there's a bigger and better purpose for this feud, guys? My name is Tubby. Do me a favor, leave a comment and a like down below. Tubby out.